Invention is nothing but it is a new thing. Actually, you have to find out something new. For example, if you are going to find any new material or new things to this world, that's called invention. Whereas innovation means it is a existing model. You have to find out one new methodology. You have to introduce in that new methodology. For example, I can say that for, if you are considering a two-wheeler, before it was to start the two-wheeler, it has a pedal, right? We already know that it has a pedal. If you want to start that motorcycle, we have to lift up that pedal, then the motor will start. Now, the invention is like that, it's a automatic start. There is a kick start as well as after that there is a automatic start. There is a switch. This is the invention. Sorry, this is the innovation. So we have to create a new method to starting that bike. Before it was pedal, now it is in self-start switch. That the innovation happened in that motorcycle. This is the difference between that invention and innovation. Nowadays, as a student or as a human being, world need you to do some entrepreneurship. For that basic thing, you have to innovate something. If you are doing what the people, other people doing means your growth will be slightly increased. If you innovate something means that will be very useful for your life on behalf of economical as well as the status of that society. So here I have to give some idea to have a innovation. First one is, see, this is the AI based chatbot to answer FAQ. AI is nothing but artificial intelligence, right? In that artificial intelligence, we have to create that automatic answerable. For example, see, if you are going any website or in mobile app, there is a one column is there FAQ, which is nothing but frequently asked questions. For example, if it is some food product, if you are going for searching some food product means the people already may ask about that food product. How taste is that? What materials are involved in that food material? Likewise, people may ask about that particular food. That's a frequently asked questions by the visitors who are visiting that particular web portal. The people should answer for these questions, which is responsible for that owner of that web portal or owner of that particular food product. Here, what they are asking, if I type something in the question in some web portal, it should be automatically give the answer. No one should answer for that. We have already built that program to give that answer. That is the one of the invention. So if you are doing this invention, if it is in the portal or mobile app, it will very useful to society as well as you will have big growth on it. Why? Because see, nowadays it's frequently asked questions. We have to give the answer for that each questions. If you build a program to automatic answer for that, it will be very useful to the society as well as your economical also. The another thing is web-based platform and mobile app for storing and sharing information about access buildings as well as public places, bus stops, railways, and marketplaces. See, this is for handicapped, especially for physically changed people. The thing is, see, if you are going to somewhere, for example, if you want to go to somewhere, means you will search in the internet or you will go for a Google map to go somewhere. You can easily go there with the help of that Google Map. But the thing is, if the people is physically changed people, how can he go? First one is the condition is be if the physical challenged people have a wheelchair means he doesn't go anywhere. If it is a building means it will have a steps or lift, whatever it may be. It should be frequently accessible for that physically challenged people. Then only he can easily go. This app is mainly for that physically challenged people. You have to create some app with the roadmap as well as the, for example, if he or she searching some buildings or searching some places means that place should be accessible for that physically challenged people. For example, in that building particularly they have access for that physically challenged people with having the wheelchairs. You can go somewhere means see there's steps also there as well as some flat surface with the lift. It is in open surface. Some buildings will have specially for that physically challenged people. So you have to create a web. What are all the buildings and what is the way to go there with the sound? As it is in that Google Map, you will have a sound like you will go straight, right, left. Likewise, you have a create a platform or mobile app to access for physically challenged people. This is also one of the invention. Then this one is application based solution for tracking and creating information system for overload commercial vehicles. See, you can see everywhere. The vehicle means there is a overload most of the times. So what you have to create if the vehicle is in overloaded, if it is cross one toll booth means it should be indicate to another toll booth that this particular vehicle having more weight and also it should be deduct the amount from that toll booth. For example, some container or lorry will have a overweight means it should be deducted by the next toll booth as well as it has to be deduct the fine amount for that overload. This app you have to create. This is one also the invention. Before it is no we have to give manually for overloaded vehicle. The thing is sometimes for example if you are seeing them some pictures in that lorry they have overloaded, we can easily find out this type of vehicle. But the thing is if it is overload but we cannot see it in between that lorry, how can we find? That's the thing, you have to fix that weighing machine in that toll booth. So if it is overload means this weighing machine automatically indicate and it send through that message to the nearer to that particular toll booth. Then it will detect there. If that vehicle cross in that next toll booth means automatically the fine will detected for that particular vehicle. You have to create this web also. Then the other thing is develop a system to translate a regional language text into English or Hindi. See, in India there are more than 300 local languages are there. So what you have to do means you have to create an app that translate that local language into English or else Hindi. This is also one of the invention. It is very useful also. Nowadays, you will see if you go for Google means you will have some regional language to English or Hindi. But the thing is, as I said before, there are 300 more languages are in India. So there is a limited languages in Google. You have to create for more languages. You have to create one app or web portal like that. Then the other thing is the system which can read and analyze the handwritten text and convert it into normal readable text. See, this is the best example I can say. You can see that doctors sign. No one can doubt, no one can find out that doctors what they are written in that particular tablet prescription, right? That medical shop guy only understood that what the doctor written in that particular sheet. We cannot read out also. So like that, we have to create for that editable text into normal editable text, handwritten text into editable text. This is very useful. See, if you are write something means in your note paper or somewhere else, if you are find out that app, we can easily you can use easily convert it into normal editable text. So this is one of the good app to that society. Then this is another app as well as it is very useful for the humanity also. The thing is a system for multi-hazard visualization as per location selected by individuals. The thing is same. We cannot say where will be the hazards will happen, like flood or earthquake, like that. We don't know where and when it will happen. So what you have to do, you have to create an app like storage of all hazards. If I want to donate some money to that particular hazards means if I'll go through that web portal or if I'll go to that app, I can easily find out that particular hazards. So what you have to do, just simple, it is very easy also. You have to just create an app where are and when will be the hazards will happen all over the India. We have give a database over on it. In the database, if I want to donate something to the particular place means I have to donate. Likewise, this app should be involved in that particular app. This is very useful to the society also. As a human being, I have to donate for some hazardous place. Then this is the compliant redressal machinery. See, this app is mainly involving for labor. If I say labor means also they might have less education. They won't have a good education. We have to create an app to give a complaint about his job or about his owner or about his environment like that. So labor doesn't know anything, doesn't know that much what we have now. If as a student or if I am educated people, if I want to complain anything means I can easily just go to Google and I'll have inquiry and I'll have a complaint about or on it. But as a labor, I cannot do it because as I am illiterate only, I am doing the labor works. So what we you have to do, you have to create an app that it should be very easy to complain. If the labor want to create a complaint to something for his company or his environment like that means he has to be easily go over there and he will complain to all other services. Likewise, you have to create a one portal or app. Then this is for work clothing that has a sensor embedded in it to securely transmit data to managers about hazards conditions and the workers' physical conditions, improving safety overall. See, this idea mainly involves in that industry like coal industry. If I say coal means, already you might know that in that coal we have a second largest production in that world. So we have to give a more concentrate on this. If any hazards happen in that coal industry means it should be automatically detected by the sensor which you are having in that clothing. It should be give the message to the particular manager or particular persons. Likewise, you have to See in that picture, you can see there is one sensor fixed in that vest, as well as there is a sensor in that helmet. If it should be find out what the hazards happened there, and it should be transfer the hazards signal to the particular persons. This is the very most important one. You know, the thing is, most hazards happened, we will know about that hazards after some hours only. See, nowadays, even though the science is very famous to us, but we'll realize that hazards after it happened, after 1 hour or 2 hour, like that. So this app is very useful if the hazards going to happen or it happened just before. We have to indicate the message to the particular persons, so we can easily recover to that persons who are involved in that hazards. So these are the inventions we have to do. It is, as I said before, it is very useful to the society, as well as it is very useful to improve our economic background also. These are all the inventions as engineers we have to do. Uh, thank you, all of you. Students, any queries you may ask. Otherwise, I will wind up the session. The main thing is, see, if we are born and die means we have to do something to this society, to this world. We just born, we just die. There is a no meaning behind that. As a human being, you have to invert, or at least you have to innovate something to the society. That's the main thing. So if you have any queries, please ask. I hope you are all having no queries. So thank you all. Thank you, M.A.M. College of M.A.M. School of Engineering.